Anne Lamott, Bird by Bird, Some Instructions on Writing in Life. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and creativity with Anne Lamott's Bird by Bird, Some Instructions on Writing in Life. In this summary, you will learn the importance of observing, articulating experiences, and embracing the truth. Discover the keys to developing your authentic voice, nurturing your confidence, and establishing routines and discipline to unleash your writing potential. Exploring the intricate processes of writing, editing, and character development, this summary unravels the heart and soul of storytelling.
The writer's eye. A great writer's skill lies in the art of observation, distanced self-reflection, and the ability to convey the nuanced truths of their experiences. By relaxing, standing apart from others, and keenly observing the world around them, a writer can collect invaluable insights. This process also involves exploring memories and personal experiences, and applying the same careful observation techniques to self-examination. By doing so, a writer can infuse their work with a captivating sense of truth and authenticity. Uncovering the fascinating aspects of life and weaving them masterfully into stories are crucial abilities of successful writers. To achieve this, one must nurture the power of observation. Writers distinguish themselves from the crowd by taking a step back and keenly noticing the subtle details that often go unnoticed, be it someone's idiosyncratic gestures or the fleeting beauty of the morning light. This attentiveness enables writers to articulate their experiences and observations truthfully and with precision. It's essential to find tranquility in the moment and resist rushing the process. Award your senses ample time to absorb the rich tapestry of life around you and delve deep into the emotion that a recollected memory can evoke. Conveying truth is the backbone of exemplary writing, and examining the world around you is key to realizing this goal. Remember, your role as a writer is not to judge whether your observations make intriguing content, but to search for the truth embedded within them, ultimately infusing your writing with substance. In this pursuit of truth, do not shy away from delving into your past experiences and memories. Write about your childhood and other significant moments, turning them over in your mind like a gardener tending to the soil. Embrace the unique privilege of looking at life with a creative eye and scrutinize your personal experiences with the same vigilance you apply to observing others. By practicing truthful self-examination, you create a foundation for authentic, compelling storytelling. Embrace emotions, discover your voice. An exceptional writer possesses a unique voice, which can only be attained by being truthful about one's emotions. You must delve into your feelings, no matter how painful or private they may be, in order to embrace your authentic writer's voice. By being present and acknowledging your emotions throughout the writing process, you allow yourself to be vulnerable and genuine. This acceptance of your emotional reality paves the way for self-discovery and assists in uncovering your true writer's voice. Unleash your writing potential. Embrace the journey of becoming a great writer without focusing on whether you're good at it. Write with conviction and passion, as the love for the craft and belief in your words will attract readers. By immersing yourself in life's banalities and grand events, you'll cultivate a deeper connection to your stories and enhance your writing. No masterful writer started their journey without doubts, and neither should you. Let go of the pressure to be perfect and focus on your passion for writing. As you practice, you'll improve and experience days where words gracefully flow onto the page. Embrace each day as an opportunity to grow, harnessing patience and determination. Developing a love for writing, akin to someone's passion for sports or music, is essential. This love will replace the frustration of imperfection and drive you towards mastery. Believe in your words, for without conviction, they will fail to resonate with your audience. To strengthen your belief and connection to your writing, delve deeply into life, both ordinary and extraordinary occurrences. This connection will fuel your stories, allowing you to eloquently chronicle everything that matters to you, captivating readers with your authenticity and dedication to the art. Unleashing creativity through routine. The power of routine and discipline is often underestimated when it comes to writing and creativity. By creating a designated writing space and adhering to daily routines, writers can train their unconscious mind to tap into their creative energy. Even though there is no secret formula to great writing, commitment to one's work is the cornerstone to success. It's not uncommon for people to assume that writers and artists only work when they're struck by inspiration. However, the reality is that good writers adhere to strict routines to keep their creativity flowing. To hone your writing skills, you too should develop a consistent routine. The importance of such a routine lies in discipline, which paves the way to success. Begin by designating a specific writing space, and visit it daily, even on unproductive days. Additionally, aim to write at the same time every day, as this trains your unconscious mind to be creatively prepared by the time you settle in. At first, you might experience some boredom, but soon enough, you'll notice the positive impact of this routine on your creative output. Developing a daily writing habit is crucial, as it conditions your mind to summon creative energy at the right moment, even when you least expect it. However, do not fall into the trap of thinking that routine alone grants you exceptional writing skills. There's no magic formula that guarantees greatness in writing. Rather, commitment, combined with discipline and routine, fuels your progress as a writer. Contrary to popular belief, successful authors don't possess any family secrets that help them excel at writing. Instead, a common thread among them is their unwavering commitment and disciplined approach to their craft. Writing resembles meditation in that it requires a quiet, focused mind to unlock the inner voice. By forging a daily routine and sticking to it, you'll make this connection possible. Understanding the power of such a routine is just the beginning. Get ready to explore the multifaceted process of writing a book. Embracing the shitty first draft. Many believe that good writing emerges fully formed from a writer's imagination. However, the reality is that exceptional writing comes from a series of improving drafts, starting with a rough, initial version called the shitty first draft. This stage allows writers to explore their thoughts without barriers and encourages them to embrace the process of progression rather than aim for immediate perfection. Subsequent drafts continue to refine and polish the work until the story resonates with the final version as its best possible presentation. Forget the myth that impeccable writing sprouts magically from a writer's mind. It doesn't. Excellence takes shape through multiple levels of iteration, commencing with a crude attempt known as the shitty first draft. This initial effort assists in setting ideas free, allowing the imagination to roam without restraint. Knowing that the first draft isn't the final product encourages writers to indulge in their creative mire, unafraid to get messy and make mistakes. Overthinking is a writer's worst enemy at this phase, as it can block creativity and foster frustration. Remember to delight in the freedom of exploration, safe in the knowledge that future drafts will refine and polish your work. That rough first attempt is merely the starting point, not a reflection of your ultimate literary prowess. As you advance to your second draft, consider it the up draft, elevating your work and rectifying any flaws. The third draft could be called a dental draft because it demands meticulous attention to detail akin to a dentist's examination. Every aspect of the writing is thoroughly inspected and corrected as needed. To appreciate this multi-layered approach, picture a story gradually unveiling itself through each revision, much like a Polaroid image that fades into view. So, revel in your initial, shitty draft, knowing it is merely the beginning of a transformative creative journey towards your polished masterpiece. Crafting unforgettable characters. To create unforgettable characters, dive deep into their emotional acre, exploring their wants, hates, needs, and loves. Allow bad things to happen, making the story more engaging. Borrow personalities from real-life acquaintances to provide a genuine voice, and let plot and dialogue emerge organically. Pay close attention to character speech, considering their diction, pace, and speaking style, while listening to authentic conversations for inspiration. Understanding your characters is essential in crafting an engrossing story that grabs the reader's attention. Each character possesses an emotional acre, their desires, dislikes, requirements, and passions, and it's vital to explore this acre thoroughly. Determine what blossoms or withers on their land, and assess the condition it's in. As you develop your characters, don't be overly protective. Allow unfortunate events to occur, preventing the story from becoming dull and lackluster. Strive to find the true voice of your characters, using acquaintances and people you know as a reference point to help them sound more genuine and convincing. Fleshing out characters also entails allowing their individual journeys and conversations to arise naturally from their very essence. Think of different environments and imagine how they would interact with one another in these situations, contemplating the challenges they may face and how they'd respond. Dialogue is a powerful tool to reveal your characters' motivations and personalities, going beyond lengthy descriptions. Pay close attention to not only what they say, but also how they say it, considering their choice of words, pacing, and speaking style. Reading the dialogue aloud can help ensure its realism and fluidity. When crafting your characters' conversations, observe real-life people and their speech patterns. Listen to their words carefully, examining how they precisely express their ideas and what makes their way of speaking unique. Employing these insights will enable you to create memorable characters that captivate readers and leave a lasting impression. Crafting stories with engaging details. A compelling narrative is brought to life with vivid details, immersing readers into the story's world by creating three-dimensional settings and revealing character traits. Writers should always take note of their surroundings to enhance their writing, and use plot treatments to ensure the logical flow of their story. Every novel lover understands the importance of details in storytelling. These intricate elements make a tale more tangible and believable, drawing readers deeper into the author's world. One of the key details in any story is its setting, as a well-constructed environment can breathe life into the characters and create a more immersive experience. By customizing the setting to serve the narrative and characters, a writer can add depth and dimension to their story. For example, describing a forest crime scene with dark, sinister details would evoke a stronger atmosphere than a cheerful picnic on a sunny day. The characters' private settings can also offer insight into their personalities, such as a man aimlessly wandering his vast home, which could indicate wealth. To capture these great details, writers should always be observant and have a notebook handy to record meaningful observations. For instance, if visiting a magnificent mansion, note the intricacies like the number of staircase steps or the time it takes to traverse the entire property. Such detailed information can make a character's experiences more relatable and genuine. Paying attention to details not only enhances storytelling but also aids in the development of the story structure itself. Writers often create plot treatments, which are comprehensive lists of events occurring in each chapter, to ensure a coherent narrative flow. This process helps identify missing details or inconsistencies within the story, like a character who miraculously reappears after meeting their demise earlier in the narrative, unless, of course, the tale involves zombies. In summary, to master the art of writing, focus on creating detailed settings, memorable characters, and logical story flows. Embrace the obstacles encountered in the writing journey and use them as a catalyst for growth and improvement. Overcoming writer's block. Every writer encounters the dreaded writer's block, that horrifying feeling of creative emptiness. Acknowledging that you're blocked is the first step to overcoming it. Maintaining your writing routine and completing at least one page daily can help you navigate through this challenging phase. Trust your intuition, it may guide you whether to forge ahead or let go. Above all, have confidence that you will soon conquer this temporary creative slump. Embracing the creative dry spells is essential, but persistence is equally important. As a writer, never abandon your routine altogether. Push yourself to produce at least a page a day, even when stringing words together seems almost impossible. This practice will keep you connected to your craft, steadily climbing out of the creative hollows. Confidence plays a significant role in breaking the chains of writer's block. However, the daunting question remains: what if you lose both confidence and inspiration? The answer lies in relying on your intuition. By calming your mind, breathing, and trusting yourself, you allow your intuition to guide you. Stay connected and let your intuition clear the fog, so you can see the way forward. Remember, your intuition may sometimes suggest letting go of a story or revising your content. Pay heed to this internal advice, as it could be the key to overcoming writer's block and unlocking your full creative potential. Embrace emotions for growth. Emotions are an intrinsic part of the human experience, and as such, they should not be denied or suppressed. This is particularly true for writers, for whom the intense feelings of jealousy, pain, or fear can fuel their creative work, ultimately leading to personal and professional growth. By confronting and embracing these emotions, a writer can gain self-awareness and a richer understanding of their characters, making their stories more authentic and powerful. Writers, more than most, must realize the value in acknowledging their emotions. Though many tend to suppress their feelings, doing so results in missed opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Even emotions perceived as negative, such as jealousy, can contribute to a writer's development if they are embraced and understood. Jealousy among writers, for example, is a risky and potentially self-destructive emotion. It can lead to paranoia, misery, and isolation. However, any writer pursuing a career or personal goal is likely to encounter this feeling at some point. Jealousy may rear its head when a friend's book receives acclaim while one's own work struggles to take shape. If left unaddressed, jealousy can spill over, affecting not only the writer's relationships but also their own writing. To prevent jealousy from becoming toxic, writers should examine it and uncover its hidden beauty. By genuinely experiencing and describing their emotions, writers can grow personally and professionally. Encountering and articulating the intense emotions that accompany love, pain, or loss can be challenging, but doing so ultimately results in newfound strength and a rekindled sense of humor. In time, emotions that might have seemed overwhelming can transform into poignant moments, fueling a writer's ability to create authentic and compelling characters. By embracing and examining their emotions, writers can better understand themselves and those around them, enriching their stories with genuine human experiences. So, dive into your feelings, learn from them, and use them as catalysts for growth both in your writing life and beyond. Ignite creativity through connection. Embrace the world of stories waiting to be shared and find inspiration by connecting with others. Writing may be a solitary activity, but avoiding isolation is crucial for maintaining a healthy perspective on reality and fiction. Engage with strangers, as their stories may ignite inspiration within you. Share your work with fellow writers through creative writing classes or workshops. However, seek constructive criticism and support, as overly harsh feedback can damage your confidence. In the end, the stories around us and the connections we make while writing can help inspire creativity and fuel our passion for storytelling. Beyond the publishing obsession. The desire to be published and achieve wide acclaim can become an obsession for many writers. However, it is important to remember that being published doesn't guarantee fame or wealth, and it doesn't suddenly make you a better writer. Instead, the journey of writing, including the emotional transformation experienced through practicing the craft, should be the true reward. Being published can be viewed as a bonus, a means to gain readers, but it is the dedication to a writer's life and the satisfaction of achieving daily goals that should be treasured. Ultimately, writers write because reading and writing expands their sense of life and nourishes the soul.
In conclusion, Bird by Bird emphasizes the significance of personal growth, commitment, and passion in becoming a good writer. Lamott encourages writers to pay close attention to their surroundings and emotions, work diligently on perfecting their craft, and face their fears and insecurities. The writing journey may be full of obstacles, but by embracing these challenges and exploring the depths of their thoughts and experiences, writers can ultimately craft engaging, relatable stories that resonate with readers. The true reward of writing lies not merely in getting published, but in the life lessons, personal transformation, and artistic fulfillment that emerge from the process.